up, Joseph? What's going on today?
What's up, Charlie? How's it going?
All right, so this is take 3 because we have equipment we're having trouble with.
Yeah.
Only because of equipment stuff, and I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. So that's why it took so long to get this up. So we apologize for the delay. Yeah, weekend. We already did this twice, but the recording didn't work, so it's gonna sound a little funny. But weekend, everything was good, right? You had a good weekend with your girl and the kid?
I did, yeah. My girl came out to the island. We spent time with her kid, my sister, and her boyfriend. We went to Monster Mini Golf. That was fun.
So that's sobering for the weekend.
Blessings of recovery, bro, because I don't have relationships with my sisters, and now they're starting to get built.
Yeah, which is awesome. So you haven't... Yeah, I mean, it seems... You have a good relationship with your sisters now at this point. That's awesome.
Yeah, stronger and stronger. I just had to go search her walls for a fucking raccoon or a squirrel.
Yeah, that's why we're recording. Fucking 10:20 at night on a fucking Monday.
Where are you? Why are you ready? There's a rat or something in the walls.
There's a rat in the wall at my sister's.
After the day already I had today. But
so why don't we talk about that, since that has to do with recovery, guys?
So there was a fucking incident the other day. Won't go into it, but that person is no longer here, needs help. So I was left, with his belongings. Didn't know what to do with it. Finally, I don't even know how to go about this. Supposedly, speaking to my sponsor, this was technically like my first 12-step call.
Okay.
Which we never do alone, so I brought him along with everything. I got the guy into a safe place tonight. I took all his stuff. Left it with somebody who he trusts.
Yeah.
So
that's good. And he seemed better. Well, I mean, I was involved obviously last night in the whole debacle that happened. Let's just call, I guess, a relapse.
Yeah. And call it a relapse. That's what it was. And
then he had some, words with other people, whatnot. Kind of, we kind of settled that down.
Then he got into legal issues.
Right. But all in all, he was okay today.
It's just stressful, bro. It really is stressful. Because, when you don't know when somebody's next move is or where they're going to go, and you have all this shit, it's like, what the fuck? What do I do?
Yeah, I mean,
and it starts stressing you out.
Of course.
And I love the guy. I want the best for him. Yeah. But now, like somebody told me today, when it starts affecting your serenity,
you have to be careful.
Yeah.
So that happened when I was at CK Post. A guy, when I was staying there, a guy relapsed. He was moving out the next day, and I had plans a few days prior to take him.
Yeah.
And he came home high as a kite.
Mm-hmm.
Next morning, I'm like, I got some run around to do. What time we're leaving? Oh, 11 o'clock. All right, no problem. And then I got back at 11, and he was high as a kite.
Yeah.
And I had I'm like, wow, I'm bringing him to a sober house at the time.
Yeah. And
I'm like, I don't know what to do. I called John.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what to do because he's going to a sober house. They're going to know he's high, and if he's high, they're going to throw him out. Now he's in the street.
Yeah.
And again, like you just said, I had all this shit in my car.
Yeah.
And he has a bicycle. The guy doesn't have a car. He has a bicycle. So I'm like, what do I do?
What do I do?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So John's like, is he going to the sober? Yeah. All right, bring him there.
Yeah.
Drop off help him put his shit in his house and go home.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, too, what made it harder was it's not like he has a permanent destination.
Right. Well, in your scenario, yeah.
What I think some
he got
people
thrown out of
he
got thrown out of his sober house.
Exactly. And some people would be like, that's not on you. You bring him there, he's safe for the night, give him his shit. And I got a heart. I feel bad,
Yeah, but
at the same time, I don't want this shit prolonging.
All the shit could have got thrown away. It didn't.
It didn't,
because you grabbed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the long day of helping him out, but now he doesn't specifically have it, but now he has his possessions in the storage.
And and it's with somebody he trusts, so I know he's not worried about it. I can fucking finally breathe.
And he's in a better place today than he was yesterday.
I will say
as
today,
far as mentally,
I told him today too. I'm like, bro, you could have fucking picked up right where you left off. You didn't drink today.
That's good.
So I'm like, that's the huge step right there.
maybe it scared him a little bit yesterday. I mean, who the fuck knows?
I hope so. He's at bottom again. That's where he's at, and he's got to fucking start.
And he's a good dude.
Up.
He's really a good dude. He just needs guidance. He just doesn't trust this process of trying to move forward with your sobriety.
Yeah.
He's stuck in the beginning stages of it and doesn't know how to let things go, I think. I mean, he's got a hard time communicating his issues, I think. I think that's what his major problem is.
Bro, he's got a prison mentality.
Well, yes. But
that's what makes it 10 times harder. You don't want to open up to fucking people. You don't trust nobody.
Yeah, but I mean, we've been trying. I mean, he's been pretty.
He's
the
been
last
doing
couple of
fucking
weeks,
great,
he's been
bro.
doing
He's been
good,
doing phenomenal.
hanging out and doing things. But yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean, I understand it. His mental state's just not where everybody else's is.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate. But hey,
but
he's listen. I wish
safe.
him well. He's good.
He's,
so.
he's got a
You
fucking
did what you
roof
had to
over
do.
his head. Yeah, it was eating at me today, bro, all day.
Yeah,
all fucking day long.
I could definitely relate to that because that's happened to me in the past.
Yeah.
And then I said something to John too. I'm like, "There's no way I would ever sponsor him."
Yeah.
Because I can't deal with this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But he was like, "That's not how it is. You just keep doing what you got to do."
But I will say though that like the guy I did drop shit off to, he's a pastor, and like the sense of relief I got was tremendous.
Because you know his stuff's safe and
his stuff's safe, and like you could tell right off the bat this dude's in recovery.
Okay.
You know, and
the
fucking,
pastor, you mean?
The pastor, yeah. And I'm like, all right, like it was such a fucking I could breathe because I'm like I can't drive around with all this shit. You know?
No, and you don't want to have someone else's stuff too.
No, and God shit breaks
happens,
or fucking I'm
they
responsible. Something's missing.
Rob your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, no, I listen, dude. I get it. Especially in the environment we're in with the people we're around. When you're helping those people, you know, they don't trust anybody.
Exactly.
So it's like hard, but it's good though. I mean,
yeah, there's light at the end of the fucking tunnel, man.
And then you have a squirrel on the wall.
Dude, everything went wrong today. Getting everything. For me, it seems like when it rains, it pours. I don't know. It's like one thing goes, you know, and then I'm already hearing fucking Hawk in my head. You can start your day over at any time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It was just like fucking one thing after they doing my laundry. That was a whole other thing. It was just fucking one thing after the other, bro. It really was. But I'm still sober. Got through it.
Yeah, so we yeah, it was like a weird day for me. It was first of all, it was beautiful out today, but
yeah,
it was just a weird day. Well, we got Jack up and running, so that was good. You know, again, gives us sobriety for Jack. He's
20 months
on the road
he's got
now.
His license, good shit.
Finally got his shit together. Got a car. You know what I mean? So if you put the time in and do the right thing, all that shit, the havoc from the past, you could fix after a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a good thing for him. I'm proud of him. It's good shit.
Yeah.
He's happy.
And speaking with John too, he's like, "This is the shit that's gonna fucking keep you sober, bro, because you're seeing it. You're on the front line. You're seeing the fucking insanity. You're seeing, and it does.
Oh, dude, talking to him last night during this thing, I was like, Jesus, I'll never fucking drink.
Like it's like, and you know what fucked me up? I called my mother today, and I was talking to her about the situation, and I was like, it's just fucking crazy. Like, you know, when somebody's drunk like that, it's just like a one-track mind. You can't talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, she's like,
Yo,
I was like,
interesting,
I'm like,
Joseph.
you don't understand though, Ma. Like, he gets violent. She goes, and I'm like, I was like, that was me? No, that wasn't me.
Dude, at one point in the dark, I walked up because he thought I was someone else. He's like, motherfucker. I'm like, bro, it's me.
Like,
Relax.
You know, it's just like, it's so crazy.
I'm sorry, man. You're my brother. You're my brother. You're my brother. He
so
said that
crazy,
1,000
bro.
times.
I've never really...
Oh, I was that guy, though, for sure.
Yeah, me too. But like, I never seen it. Like, you don't... I'm like, wow.
And what's funny is because I caught the... So, not to get fully into it, obviously it was an altercation, so then I came at the end, but
yeah, I was right behind you.
He asked somebody something. He asked Jack, actually.
Yeah.
He asked Jack something, and Jack answered him, but he
thought it was somebody else.
Just heard it. No, he just heard it
the way he wanted to hear it.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I was like, fuck you, Jack.
Yeah, he took it as an attack.
Like, Jack was trying to help you out, bro.
Yeah.
But when people... and I know for a fact that that was me when I was drinking. Someone says something to you, you take it the wrong way, but you believe
that's
what
it.
you
Yeah,
heard.
there's no talking to you.
And that's it. Like,
That's
yo,
it.
fuck,
Your mind's
fuck
made up.
him.
Yeah.
He said this. And I was like, dude, he didn't. You're taking it way out of context. That's not what was said. No, fuck that, blah, blah, blah. But he adamant about it. But you, because I was with Jack earlier today, and I spoke to Jack about it too. And it's just like I said, you that's what's crazy about being fucking belligerent like that.
Yeah.
Because you never realize what you're doing, and then boom, there it is. But yeah, I mean, like I said, all in all, at the end of the day, it actually is not a bad story. So, I mean, he's got an uphill battle for himself at this point, but that's a bet he made. So
yeah,
but at least he's safe, so that's a good thing, and hopefully,
I guess after all of it, bro,
continues.
really, even just doing this podcast right now, you're grateful that you don't deal with like that. You don't live like that no more. You don't got to deal with that no more.
Man, last night, like I said, when
It keeps you fucking keeps it so fresh how fucking crazy this shit is.
When the whole thing was over last night, I was like, holy shit, man, I fucking hate drinking.
Yeah.
Like, and it was weird that it was someone that was drunk. That's actually the first drunk encounter that I had since all this crap. Usually it's a drunk situation. But
yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh, it's just, I don't know, man. It's fucking...
But you gotta, you help the people out, do the best you can, and that's it.
And that's, that's what
But
we
you
do
do have
for
to
each
cut
other.
ties at certain points, too.
Yeah.
You can't have your hand... Like, you couldn't drive around with all the shit in your truck for a week. That's not fair either.
No.
That's not fair to you.
No, I know.
But,
And fucking... And I, he knows that, too. I just, like...
I'm sure he was fine today, correct?
Yeah, that's what I said when I saw him. He was like, all right, cool. Like, he was fine. You could tell he wasn't drinking.
Right.
And I said that to, like, he was really feeling it. He's like, I'm so ashamed, I threw my time away and fucking... He's still going on about the fucking situation, which I understand, but I'm like, bro, you didn't... Like, the biggest thing is, like, you're showing that you do want change because you could have fucking kept going.
Yeah, the thing is, you gotta... Until you come to the realization that the cause of most of these issues are yourself.
Yeah.
That's the problem. A lot of people never come to that.
That is honestly when my recovery.
That's when you start your recovery.
That's when recovery starts. Is when you stop fucking blaming everyone else. Like, I'm not saying he did it. I did that shit. I blamed everybody else since I was a kid. It was the teacher's fault. It was this guy's fault.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And as soon as you take ownership, bro, and you start fucking looking at yourself, and you start making changes, that's when the recovery begins, man. Like, honestly, I think I've said it a few times, but certain situations nowadays that happen for me, I'll be more upset of how I handled it than the actual fucking situation. I've never... my thinking process was never like that. Like, I'll be more upset the way I handle shit sometimes than the actual situation. Do you know what I mean?
No, I get it. Like, because you didn't care.
I'm like, I could have did that better.
You don't care how you handle things in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. Or you think more about what your next step is.
Yes.
Like, all right, how am I handling this now because of this happening? You know what I mean? So you kind of, you keep logic in the forefront. That's basically what it is. Yeah. When you never did that in the past. I mean, obviously it was like, yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Fuck you. You said this. And then, of course, the aggression comes in too. But all of that, but that's part of growing in recovery too, realizing all of that stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what we all need. That's the point you need to get to for this stuff to start really working. And for you to understand that you want to stay sober. Like I said, seeing that last night, I was like, fuck drinking. Like, dude.
Yeah.
The smell alone bothers me.
Oh, dude, it was strong.
I was like, damn, you fucking
strong.
stink. Yeah. That's right, I am fucking drunk. I'm just saying, bro. Like, take it easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's, you got past it, that's good.
It's what we do, though. I mean, I'm a chronic relapser. This isn't my first time getting clean and sober. Too. Like, yeah, we've all been there. I've been there multiple times.
I've been in the same scenario in his shoes, just fucking.
That's why I tried telling him today. Like, I'm like, dude, you're not alone. Like, this is what we do, and we fucking get better, and we stick together, and we grow from it.
Yeah, it's just a shame because now he's stuck by himself for a little bit. But
yeah,
I mean, again, as long as he makes the right steps moving forward, he should be okay.
You know what I wanted to ask him though that I didn't even feel like bringing it up, but I just want to know what happened, what made you decide to drink, like where did it go wrong that you thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, I mean, it was funny too. The whole day, I got home around 5.
Yeah. And
my brother came here because whatever.
Oh, he came here first.
He met me here, nice. And then we went and met you over at the studio thing.
Yeah.
But I went over there to introduce him to the other side of the house. To introduce him to some people. Jack, JJ was there. Brandon.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Where's Tommy?" Because he's never not here.
Yeah.
So the whole day started weird, that things were different a little bit.
Yeah.
But besides that, I mean, that's good. The other thing too, we were talking yesterday. I know we recorded already, but we were talking yesterday about that whole Matthew Perry thing, which we watched, which I thought was fantastic.
Yes, that was fucking excellent.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely in the program and using it. He was using all the cliches.
Yeah. And he's outside doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Like, you go to meetings.
Yeah, he was, it was cool. Yeah. And, I think you mentioned it yesterday. Unfortunately, we didn't
that was a
keep
good
that recording. He was getting driven by rehabs to do the show, Friends show, which is pretty fucking wild.
It's wild.
And he got himself really fucked up as far as pills and stuff. So
with the amount of fucking acetaminophen in the Vicodin.
And it's good that someone of his stature, because he's a well-known dude, that
he's bringing awareness
to do that.
That's really what he's doing. So he's bringing awareness to it,
which we'll both read. I definitely want to read.
Yeah, I'd like to get that book.
But yeah, I mean, I thought that was if anyone hasn't seen that interview, it was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I thought anyway.
And we also talked about too, which is that controversial topic yesterday. He called it a disease.
Oh yeah, right.
And that's still a fucking big thing for people.
Yeah,
and we discussed on
either
how
one way or the other.
The way I look at it, and I think you agreed with me.
Yeah.
Is right now we're sober, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now we have a choice. Right now is our choice to pick up that first one.
Right.
But I believe the disease kicks in once you start. Once you start, I cannot stop.
It's a
phenomenon of craving and all that fucking shit.
I agree with you, and I think
it's like the switch goes off.
Yeah,
that's when I'm like, because nothing else matters, bro. That's all I think of 24/7, and I turn everything to
inner demons just fighting yourself. Like fuck it, just have another drink.
Yeah.
What's the difference now? You already had. You mentally you just continue to make the wrong decisions as the good idea, is what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, all right, well, you had one.
Yeah.
So you feel pretty good now. You might as well have another one. And then it gets to a point where you're blacking out. And, I mean, dude, my apartment was 2 stories. My bathroom was on the first floor. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I was on my couch and I went to the stairs to go to the bathroom. And then the next thing I know, I'm waking up on my kitchen floor. Because that's at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm bruised up or something. Yeah. I used to fall downstairs a lot. Just terrible.
That is it's fucking insanity.
Because you just... And then it got to a point where I'm like, I'll just put it in the fucking bucket. I'll empty it out in the fucking toilet tomorrow. Like a scumbag. Because you start to live like a fucking filthy animal.
Water bottles all over.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's fucked up, man.
I remember my brother...
It's inhumane.
My brother came to my apartment a few times and was like, what the fuck? And then when I relapsed the final and last time, because he brought me to St. Charles, and of course I talked to him. Oh, I don't have to go to rehab now. They told me I don't have to.
Yeah.
I was there 5 days.
Yeah.
I'm good. And he's like, what? That's not how this works.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm telling you, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. And then the last time when I put myself into inpatient, my mother called me and we were talking, and she could, she always knows when I'm drunk, calls me out, and then we get into an argument. But she was like, Michael won't even go to your house anymore.
Yeah.
Because he just doesn't even want to see you like that. So you're on your own. You know what I mean? It was like just that's when things. But that's when I started making the decisions. Like, wow, I got to really figure this out. But again, no one's gonna force you to do anything. You know that.
No, you got to do it for yourself. You and only you.
Yeah,
that's what it takes.
Make the decision to.
Because I've done that, bro. I went to my first 2 rehabs were for work. The third one's when I started really taking a look at myself. But I was like, oh, I'm a pillhead. I could still drink. And they let me out like New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And I drank that night, and I was back in another rehab 2 weeks later.
I guess I said this before. I'm kind of glad drinking's my thing because I don't have a choice. I can't pick up a drink. When you're a drug guy, you know, you think you can get away with drinking.
Yeah, but not anymore. That was a battle I faced.
I'm saying
I faced that battle.
It turns into that later, but it seems the relapses are more when you're a drug guy, and that, in that aspect.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because the guy who thinks he could drink or smoke a little weed, goes back to his favorite drug. That's I could imagine that would be the case.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
dude,
listen, I used to do a lot of coke.
Because if I do drink, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not in recovery anyway anymore. Might as well do what I like.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do coke, but it wasn't like I never was like, all right, listen, I could do some coke and not drink. Like, I don't think anyone's ever said that.
No, I mean, I have done
but I would never think
sucks.
that. You know what I mean? Like, I drank first.
Yeah.
I'd be, how many times a friend of mine would be like, "Oh, you want to get some blow tonight?" I'm like, "Nah, man, that's crazy." And then I'd meet him out, and we're at the bar. I'm like, "Did you call that guy?"
Yeah, I know, every time.
Let's call the guy.
Tonight we're not getting any.
But yeah,
as soon as you get a few in you, it's
exactly. But I never was like, "Yeah, call the guy," but I'm not meeting you at the bar.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna do blow tonight and sit in front of my TV. That never happened.
Yeah.
That's those things go hand in hand. But I mean, like I said, I'm not saying it's easier, but I just know I can't do anything.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like from the get, I'm like, oh fuck.
So what helped me come to AA too, because I used to be an NA, and what helped me identify with AA too was, for me, it does start with a drink. You know.
But I think a lot of,
like, if I'm relapsing, it's gonna start with alcohol.
think a lot of NA guys realize that. I mean, NA says you can't drink.
Yeah, well, the alcohol is the drug.
Right. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like I said, I can totally relate that. That's why it sucks when your drug of choice is something other than alcohol, because...
Well, I used to feel bad for you fucking guys, because I'm like, damn, alcohol's plastered all over the place. It's advertised everywhere.
Yeah. It's harder to stay away from it.
But then, what... And I like to talk about this more, man, because I'm starting to hear it more in the rooms. Kratom is fucking everywhere now. It's gas stations.
Oh, it's
everywhere,
terrible.
Everywhere. And like, bro, I fucking told a rehab once, yeah, I have a problem with Kratom too. And they're like, what is that, a hallucinogen? Like, I had no idea what it was.
Oh, that's how new it was at
Dude,
the
I
time?
discovered that shit out west and fucking brought it back with me.
It's in every...
And now it's everywhere.
Your vape shop has it hanging on the wall. Yeah. It's just great.
And bro...
That's terrible.
I wasn't doing fucking pills or heroin no more, so I was getting high on that. It hits your opiate receptors. It's
I know about it. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's all natural. I'll be all right. But dude, I picked up $100 a day habit.
It's not cheap.
Well, people are like, it is cheap because you could buy like the fucking big like
tub with
the tea. You can buy like Kratom tea, and that shit's cheap. Bro, I'm a drug addict. I was taking the extract. It's 2 pills for $20. I was taking 10 pills a day. I was pawning shit for Kratom. That's where I was literally just, it was just another drug. And that unmanageability was fucking like just like if it was dope or if it was coke or if it doesn't matter.
It's funny you said that too, now that you bring it up. My cousin, who went into CK Post after me, he was living, he still does, and he's clean now, but he was living at my uncle's.
Yeah.
And my uncle called me. He's like, this kid doesn't do anything, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He says he's not on drugs. This is before my uncle knew he was a drug addict.
Yeah.
He says he's not on drugs, but I got to buy him this Kratom shit all the time. I'm like, wait, what? You buying him Kratom?
Yeah.
I'll come by the house. So then I got there. I'm like, why you? And I talked to my cousin.
Did you make me talk to him once? Or I spoke to somebody?
Yeah, you spoke to him.
Yeah.
And then Jack met him too, not too long ago. But when I got there, I'm like, dude, you're high right now.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
depends.
hey, I'm telling you, you are. No, is it kratom now or whatever?
Yeah.
And then that's when he came out and told me, like, well, I had a heroin problem. And I was trying to get off that.
Yeah.
So I was But my uncle just thought kratom. Again, he was doing.
Well, it's legal.
I don't know what the difference is, but he was doing he had like
Kratom
a jar.
shot.
He had a jar. It had like 60 pills in it.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't
There's different
extract or whatever.
strains, yeah.
But he was going through 2 of those pill bottles like
and
every
that's
other
the cheapest
day
shit.
or some shit.
Yeah.
And my uncle was like, yeah, it's just getting expensive. I'm like, he's not supposed to be fucking taking any of that.
I know. And fucking, dude, somebody who shared here a few weeks ago was like, I literally had to restart my account time because I noticed that kratom's a drug. And it is.
Yeah. I mean, if it's fucking with the same receptors heroin.
Dude, I was nodding out from it.
From kratom.
From kratom.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, I was taking the strongest shit and fucking like 10 of them. I had a seizure from it. My sister walked in on me, seizing out on the floor from it.
From kratom.
From kratom.
So you were taking way too much.
Oh, dude, I didn't know what this shit was when it came out. I was in Florida once, and I was taking the extract. I was like taking 5, and I was like, I took that last time, no problem. I took another 5. Bro, I was driving. I had to pull over. Dude, I couldn't see. It started my eyes. I couldn't see straight. I had to pull over. I slept in the car for like 6 hours. Off a highway.
Yeah, that shit's gotta.
And let me tell you this. They're fucking making fake shit of that too, because I've gotten fake shit of that too, and I swear to God, it happened to me twice, and it was from the same smoke shop. They fucking, dude, it must have been an edible, or I don't know what was in the shit, bro. Because I was at my parents' house, and I'm like, Dad, I think I need to go to the hospital. I thought I was gonna die, but it didn't stop.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was literally my heart was beating out of my chest. I thought I was gonna drop dead.
I don't know how.
And my thing, it's like, I'm not buying from there no more.
I'm trading from that guy. Meanwhile, I was a gas
And what I
station.
noticed, bro, too, is that, like, the fucking... And I kind of had a feeling, because the packaging looked similar and everything, but on the back of these cards, like, there's the 2-pack, the 3-pack, and the 5-pack. It's called, like, OPMS Gold. And then on the back is, like, silver, but it's got, like, this, like this braille fucking film. And on this, it looked like aluminum foil. I'm like, it normally doesn't look like that.
Huh.
You know? Dude, I had these wrappers everywhere. My mother found them under my mattress. Dude, I was hiding them in shoes. Anyway, like, literally, like, fucking, it was out of control, bro. Out of control.
Too many, there's too much, yeah. There's definitely a ton of people doing that shit now.
I got a buddy of mine.
It's prevalent in Long Island anyway, I know that.
Oh, no, well, perfect you just said that. Buddy of mine in Brooklyn just hit me up. He's like, bro, I remember you had struggled with this shit. And this was 2-3 years ago when I was out in Seafield. He's like, I'm calling Seafield. He's like, bro, I got a $70 a day habit. I can't stop.
On kratom.
On kratom.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know the availability of that shit. Well, you said you got it in Arizona.
No, but now it's here. It's everywhere now.
I'm saying I don't know the availability in other places, but I know in New York, it's...
Brooklyn, same thing.
It's like a liquor store.
Yeah. It's in liquor stores probably. It's fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it's gonna, sooner or later, I'm sure they'll ban it. You know, I don't know. Because you'll have some people be like, well, help me get off heroin. And it's kind of like another Suboxone thing. If that's helped you get off heroin and you've used it the right way, then fucking all power to you. But, like, I got hooked on that shit.
Yeah, it sounds like... Well, no. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
It's fucking... And, dude, that shit hasn't been around. Like, you really don't know what that shit is. It's supposed to be all natural from, like, the fucking Middle East. Like, you know, you don't know. It's all natural plant leaves. So is cocaine.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that's been around.
Yeah.
Cocaine's been around.
No, I know, but I'm
saying
years. You don't know what you're taking, bro.
Yeah, no.
You know? And that used to scare me, too. Like, I don't know what I'm taking.
And because it's in a pretty package, you think it's okay.
It helped me lose weight once, too.
There you go.
I'm looking good, man. Normally, I was looking fucking sick,
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
Because it suppresses your appetite, too.
Yeah. So with whole wheat bread and turkey sandwiches.
Oh, man, bro. The insanity, bro.
Yeah. So all right. Well, we're getting to the end. You have anything to say? Any updates? Anything you gotta fucking?
No, I hope I fucking find this mouse on the wall.
Well, yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I was gonna just talk about regular. Hey, John, I'm off tomorrow, so if you're off tomorrow, we can go by the house and fucking try. This is probably something we can talk about after we're done with this. But yeah, all right. I don't have any announcements at all. All right, everybody. Thank you. Sorry for the wait, the delay, and we have a lot of big stuff coming up with this whole thing.
Yes, we do.
Websites and new equipment and video
New level.
We're bringing everything to a new level. We're just trying to.
The big guns are coming out.
All right, so thanks, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks
for listening.
All right, bye-bye.